Hello and welcome back to the Loudmouse Podcast. I'm your host, Quite, joined as always by Wild Spartans.
Hello.
And no one else.
Okay, I see how it is.
Diesel, it's
I
because you
get
have
it. I
G
have the
Fuel as your
least
profile
subs. I know
picture.
what I
It wasn't
am.
because of that.
No, it's because it's G Fuel.
Because of that.
Oh, it's
That's because it's G Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it, though, none of us are going to be around much longer if the first topic comes to light.
Loudmouth
this
special
kid.
report.
Yeah, Loudmouth special reports. I don't like somebody, and we're all in unanimous agreement, and so is basically the entire internet.
I don't know if I don't like him, but I have gripes with him.
Okay.
I don't fucking like
It's
him.
real centrist hours.
Well, I have seen people, because I know we've all tweeted about it, but we've had audience members who watch our channels, and assumedly they listen to the podcast. If not, they should. But they're like, who is that? Who is this
Yeah,
leprechaun
I've seen a lot of that,
stealing
too.
all the Lucky Charms?
Who's this leprechaun? I mean, yeah. Okay, so there's this guy named... Actually, no, Diesel, you explain. You'll do a better job.
All right,
than me.
so for those of you unaware, there's this guy. His name is Matt Watson. He goes by Matt What It Is on YouTube. He also has another channel, but we'll get to that. Anyway, Matt Watson did a video saying how, like, oh, there's, like, child exploitation on YouTube. Basically, you know, kids are uploading these videos to the platform, and there's child predators in the comments saying, oh, you should go to this part in the video because, like, you know, the kids are doing something suggestive or something or another. And basically, this isn't new information, but essentially what he did is say, oh, this is happening and YouTube's doing nothing. No, I even did a video on this, like, 8 months ago. This has been happening for a while. This happens all over the internet.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as easy to pick out as Matt makes it seem to be. Like, this is something that law enforcement get involved with. They work very hard to do. This is something YouTube works very hard to do. And basically he said, hey, go talk to advertisers, tell them to pull their ads, because YouTube needs to do something about this, even though they're doing something about this. And that's the short and skinny of it.
Yeah, and then on top of that too, it's like it's not as simple as just making a bot to find these videos because they're tagged totally fine. Like, you don't find these videos through metadata. You find them through, like, recommendations, through other shit. Like, if you put tags from these videos and blacklisted them, you'll get people getting their channels deleted. Like, people who got their Club Penguin channels deleted. And their, what other channel was it? It was
Pokemon
yeah, Pokemon.
Stuff, yeah.
Because the word, the letter CP, and, like... And that got people fucking terminated. So, like, clearly, it's not that easy to just make key terms to get rid of it all. I wish it was, but it's not, right? So, you know, people have to report these videos, they get reported, and they get taken down. That's usually what happens.
Yeah,
I
think...
Go?
Sorry. I thought
You can
him
go.
bringing attention... I thought him bringing attention to it was, like, good, but, like, he did it with the intention of saying that advertisers need to be pulled because he thinks YouTube's not doing anything, which is just blatantly false. Like, he brought it up with the wrong, like, knowledge in mind, thinking that YouTube was not doing any action about this, when, like, it's very clear after deleting 58 million videos in the last quarter of 2018 that they're definitely doing
Yeah,
this. It's
seriously?
it's never going to be a perfect system.
If you look at the like, because they make all their data public now, so thank you, YouTube. We really appreciate it, even though we don't show it. Like they make all of the data public now, so you can see how many videos they're removing and how many channels they're removing publicly. And if you look at, like, the recent months, there's been a massive spike compared to last year. So, like, they've clearly ramped up what they're taking down on the platform, and it's like. He just completely ignored that, and then just made this video. And it's like, I agree it shouldn't exist, but the way he went about it afterwards is really the big problem. Because he was like, yeah, tweet these advertisers, get them to fucking pull their ads from YouTube. And, like, the whole premise is, it's like, oh, if YouTubers lose their income, it's like a necessary evil or something like that. And it's like, this dude wants to sacrifice every YouTuber's income without sacrificing his own goddamn income. So this guy's going out of his way to fuck over everyone else, even though this isn't going to affect him at all. This is no sacrifice at all for him. He is only gaining off of this, which is one of the reasons why I am so fucking annoyed at this. Because it's like, really? He's not sacrificing anything, you know?
Well, okay, so first of all, with the CP thing, this is kind of anecdotal, but, like, do you really think child predators are going on YouTube and tagging their shit with that?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me, guys?
Not the
like,
good ones, no.
No, like, that's how you get arrested. They're not gonna be that stupid, you know? Like, when I say there are people who have, like, degrees and do this for a living. Like, I used to volunteer with, like, the Child Abuse Prevention Center. I met people whose jobs it were to find out what those things were. Okay? It's not that fucking easy. You know? Like, people saying, oh, they should just make a bot. That's not something you can do overnight either. You know?
Yeah, and you would have to train it a lot before it could even do it.
The thing is that they've already been working on shit like that, where, like, even before this whole situation was brought up, there were multiple people terminated falsely because they were, like, loosely associated with things that were too close to child porn. And, like,
yeah,
like
CP.
That was like, but, like, not even that. There was just one channel that was, like, terminated because, like, they thought, like, child porn was involved in his content. But what a lot of people don't understand is that, while some of these videos are really fucked up and intentionally seem to be fucked up for the viewing pleasure of fucked up people, a lot of it is content that's not, like, inherently breaking guidelines on its own. It's based on the comments. Like, the comments are filled with fucking disgusting ass people saying disgusting ass shit. And when people say filter that out of recommended, you can't exactly do that because the content itself is very innocent. And then a lot of people have been saying just don't let kids on YouTube, ban comments, like, on that shit altogether. But it's like, how do you, like, if you want to filter those things out of recommended, you start basing recommendations based on, like, what people are saying in the comments, which is in no way in the control of the people uploading the video.
Exactly.
It's fucking stupid. Like, it's not a simple topic in saying let's take away these, like, let's hold these people's jobs hostages who don't have to do with YouTube doing this at all. Let's hold their livelihoods at stake so that, like, we can try and pressure YouTube into doing something more. No,
exactly.
You're just hurting people who aren't involved at all.
Yeah, and then at this point as well, as it's like there's probably, like, I'd say tens to 50,000 like people, like, fucking living off YouTube. Like, there's a lot of people that can make enough to live off this platform now. There's so many people every day that I hear about that clearly are full-time that I've never seen before in my life. There's so many people on this platform, and they just be so reckless to be like, hey guys, fuck their income. I don't live off of this, but we're going to sacrifice your income anyways because it's a sacrifice needs to be made is fucking bullshit. Like, this is not something that should affect every other person on the platform. Like, it is a problem, I agree. But, like, going out of your way to be like, hey, Disney, take down your ads because there's this stuff that exists, even though, you know, majority of the site doesn't have this problem. Like, it's just so fucked up.
I mean, okay, so, yeah, we'll sit here and we'll bitch and be like, oh, yeah, this is all, like, it's fucked up. Like, obviously the situation, like, none of it's, like, okay. But let's address some of the arguments that I've seen brought up from other YouTubers about, like, oh, what should we do? I think the most common was that we just shouldn't allow kids on the platform, and I get that. And it makes a lot of sense. There is an age, like, you have to be 13, right?
You have to be 13, but, like, let's be real. Like, a 13-year-old that knows how to use the internet is just going to lie.
That rule only exists on paper, and it will always only exist on paper. Yeah. Because
whatever artificial threshold you try to put up will never be obeyed by kids who want to watch YouTube videos or upload their own videos.
Or anything online.
Well, like, I mean, on one hand, it's like you have the kids, right, who aren't going to listen anyway or have no idea of that rule existing. You know, and you can take down those accounts, but there's no way you can stop all of that, right? But let's say you can do that. Well, the reason you wouldn't do that is because of how much money kids are worth to people who advertise. They are one of the biggest spending markets.
That is the biggest target demographic.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why Logan and Jake Paul have so much money.
Yeah, and then also at the same time as well, it's like when you show these kids advertisements, they're subconsciously developing bias towards these products that you're pushing, which is why, like, when Coke, for example, stopped advertising for just a month, their sales dropped drastically because it's like there wasn't that reminder in your head that, like, oh, I like Coca-Cola. So it's like they need to keep pushing the ads, and it's like at a younger age, it's the best time to do it because it's when they're most, like, willing to accept a brand into their hearts.
Yeah, like, you know? A lot of these advertisers polling out are saying that they're polling their ads until YouTube assures them that they're taking steps or, like, lets them know what they're doing to.
This already happened, though.
I know, but like a lot of them are saying that they're saying they're gonna, like, they're doing this until YouTube lets them know what steps they're taking to do it and get rid of it. But if that step that they let them know about is we're not going to let kids on the platform anymore, that's probably not going to be an acceptable measure because it won't just be hurting YouTube's profit margin.
The advertisers will be like, no.
The advertiser will be like, wait, that's our demographic. Like, it doesn't, like, the incentive you're trying to put under YouTube with that solution is not very effective. But at the same time, like, I think it's important that people call out like these kind of videos where they're seen, because it's important that attention got brought to these videos, and I'm sad that the discussion got distracted from that. But it should be brought up like with the intent of we should be flagging these videos and making YouTube aware of them so they can do something about it. Not like any website, Twitter, Tumblr, Reddit, like there's always going to be like really depraved shit in the corners, and when we find it, it's up to us to do something about it to get rid of it. Not to
it's
try
up
and set
to you to report it. Yeah,
not to set the entire fucking platform on fire.
Yeah, what he should have did was, what Matt should have did was, he should have like been like, yeah, everyone report these videos. If you find them with the nasty ass comments, report them. The stream should have been about reporting the videos if he was going to do streams like that. Not going to advertisers and being like, hey, there's bad stuff over here. You don't want to post stuff on here. Even though advertisers will put ads on like the most gruesome fucking shit in the planet.
Advertisers The advertisers, they at the end of the day, while there's a moral panic about it, they do not care.
Moral panic, they only care because it hurts them their bottom line. That's literally it.
They only care now because they know it hurts their bottom line. What they don't see doesn't hurt them. But like, and I get like, the conversation's been like diverted to something else that isn't as productive as it could be, and like, people should be reporting those comments and reporting those accounts. And, there are things like, if you seriously think someone is in danger, there are things you can do to report these, like, crimes and activities online. Like, there's a reason that the FBI does stuff like this. Like, there are methods and things that you can do. And I think more often than not, people see those things and they have, like, a panic about it. And they don't take any of the necessary steps to actually go to someone who can make sure those people aren't doing or saying those things anymore. Like, obviously a child predator could just come back, make a different account. Like, what you got to do is, like,
absolutely.
do something productive about it. And it's like, what Matt's doing is exploiting children who are being exploited by child predators. And that is just as bad as what he's claiming YouTubers are doing, which is nuts. And I know we've been talking about the issue with this and it not protecting the kids and all of that, and that's great, but like, we got to talk about this Matt guy more, because this
can we
is
talk about
ridiculous.
his first channel, because this does not make me like him at all. This makes me really not like him, his first channel, especially which video was it, Diesel? You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
There's a couple.
He's catcalling people, right?
Yeah, he's catcalling women.
So he made a video about, like, wasn't it like a cam girl ruining his life or something?
Yes.
That was the title. Yeah, so he made this video called, like, Cam Girl Ruins My Life. And then, like, in the video, he goes into a public place and, like, asks random females if they want to make an adult video with him. And there was one clip where he was driving in his car, and he just, like, stops his car and honks to this girl and just screams at her, "Do you want to make an adult video?" And then, like, she just, like, there was such visible discomfort.
Around and she,
there was
like,
such visible discomfort.
Away, yeah.
Like, I cannot believe you would post that unless it was fake, because, like, she stopped and she turned around, she walked away as soon as he honked. She was like, I don't want any part of this. I just want to be left alone. And he still fucking went for it too, and he posted it. So it's like, this guy is, like, sketchy as fuck.
I was looking through Matt's channel, right? And that channel is a parody of, like, alt-right, like, MGTOW, like, personalities, right? So it's a parody channel. But the point is that we look at that and we go, is that parody? Is he being serious or not? And then that's not good parody, first of all. And as to excuse his actions, I'm just saying that's probably not what he believes.
The cam girl video, though, looked like you can usually tell when a prank is fake.
He actually did harass that woman.
Yeah.
But it was under the pretense that he is playing a character, air quotes.
But that's like not an excuse, because they're not on board with him being a character. Unless unless it was paid, of course. You could
argue the same for, like, Filthy Frank, but, like, I'd argue Matt does it really badly.
Yeah, I mean, like, Filthy Frank's like also, like, a weird uncomfortable. Like, this was like a, you're gonna put me in danger uncomfortable.
You look at Filthy Frank and, like, his video on pranks, though, it's like, you can, like, he does a lot of the same kind of shit, almost more extreme, which like could put in a place like New York City.
But I mean, yeah, that's New York City. Like, nobody's gonna be like, get the fuck out of my way.
Still,
like
it's a tenuous argument because you could make the same thing for creators we enjoy, you know?
Yeah, no, I get that. I just want to like clarify what that channel is because I see people taking that at face value.
I knew it had parody content, but I didn't realize the whole.
Yeah,
point
if you
was
read
to
his
be
description, it's very clearly satirical.
Yeah, I would be surprised if like he actually believed the stuff like that. Like on face value, it looked like he represented on that channel.
And then like I see what he's doing now at this, and part of me thinks that he's playing some kind of like weird bit, you know, and I only say that for like his live streams. You know,
I haven't seen any of his streams. I've only seen people talk
telling
about them.
Keemstar, "Oh, go work at KFC, get a real job."
Yeah, I also heard
like, really?
that people went in and told them like, "Hey, this is the wrong way to do it. Like, I understand you want to help, but like you're hurting creators," and then they got banned.
Yes, other YouTubers, people.
Yeah.
Oh, Nerd City and
yeah,
Leon
Nerd City
Lush.
was one of them, and Leon and a couple others, and like they got banned from his chat for literally just telling him like, "Hey, you're going about this wrong. You're fucking us over for no reason at all." And it's like, you know, and then telling YouTubers to get a real job. You're not making yourself look like a good person. You're making yourself look like an asshole who's trying to fuck over people. That's what it looks like to me. Which is why I really don't like this guy. And like the whole thing about like the sacrificing YouTubers' income is like something that needs to happen. And like he's not sacrificing anything himself. That's what really annoys me. He's sacrificing nothing. Like
it's like the saying, "Your income is a sacrifice I'm willing to make."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Your life is for not his.
It's like you know, it's like, yeah, you're your slave
like
work
Lord
for these
Farquaad.
pyramids. Yeah. Like it's literally like, it's like, yes, my children, you are a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Like it's like I
Oh my
think
God.
Justin Wang put it really well. Like the like he was replying to a Keemstar tweet, but he said like the key is that this entire campaign is built on the false narrative that YouTube is doing nothing, which like he's acting like they're not doing something when they are very clearly doing something. So the entire purpose of the campaign is just false to begin with.
Yeah, and then I can't wait for this guy in 2 weeks' time to make normal content again because he's got this huge boost in subscribers.
Oh yeah, it's very clear that he's gonna move into making like content as whatever character he is now, whether that be his real personality or not.
I have no idea what this is.
What do they move into? Like commentary or what?
I guess.
I can't even tell.
I guess
I would
like,
assume so.
I mean,
I
no,
guess, like, discussing
his
other
whole
what initiatives.
YouTube career is going to be making people lose advertisements.
See, I can't see him moving into YouTube, and what I think he is trying to do is trying to move into like media. You know,
Oh,
because
fucking-
you
hold
send
up,
this to
hold up.
online publications, they'll run stories.
Speaking of fucking media, this motherfucker said BuzzFeed should make a goddamn article on this, and then do you know how irresponsible it is? Encouraging BuzzFeed to make an article that's unbiased and objective. You know, fucking stupid that is.
Like I get publications wanting to cover your story, but maybe get a better one than BuzzFeed.
No, like in the video, he literally was like, "Even BuzzFeed, who cares?" It's like, are you joking? Are you kidding me? Like, oh my fucking God, I really don't like this guy. Like, he doesn't give off good vibes to begin with. And then on top of that, like, he has the first channel he made, and then, like, the whole, like, oh yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice your shit, but not my own, haha. Like, dude, oh my God. I do not like him. I do not like him.
I find it like very, very strange the level of grandiosity he talks about, like with his position in this situation, where like even where I was like, oh, you know, like it's a necessary evil we have to take. Like
I
what
know.
the fuck? You are not like waging war.
No.
Like
What do you say necessary evil, and then you think about like the problem is we don't want kids being we don't want to put kids in danger, right? Let's do that by putting the families of the people who have kids in danger because they lose their source of income. It's genius,
Yeah, it's
really.
like YouTubers losing their income, necessary evil. Me, on the other hand, I'll continue working whatever I work and, you know, make a bunch of money still because my income will be unaffected because I am sacrificing your income, sir.
assumedly from all of this backlash Matt is getting, if he has a job, he will be losing it. Let's be real.
Oh, absolutely. No, people are fucking furious at this guy. And, like, he is gonna lose his job mainly because it's like just that statement alone. Like he kept pushing this. Like, but when the video first came out, people were like, whatever. But then he started streaming more, and then it's like, oh, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
And now no one likes him.
Yeah. Whatever he does now, like, if or when he does lose his job, any employer after will search his name, and this will be what it is tied to. I will not hire that person. I don't know who would. You know, which is why I think he's trying to get into, like, traditional media. That's the only angle I could see him taking from this. Because there's no way in hell he's going to be successful on YouTube.
Also, I wish in the video he specified how he originally found it. Because, like, he never did. He was just like, oh yeah, make a burner account and do blanky blank. And it's like, how did you initially stumble upon this? Like, I really want to know that. Just, like...
How do you just initially like stumble upon this?
I don't know.
Like,
you'd have to be looking for it.
You have to
begin with.
You have to get a tip or something.
To be fair, the initial example I think he used was Daniel Cohn, which was a very well publicized one, so I can see him easily finding that one.
Okay. Then,
okay.
Like,
and then after seeing a Daniel Cohn video, you're recommended getting like feeded with that shit. I could see is possible.
Okay. I mean, because, like, in the video, he looked up, like, some bikini shit, and then, like, he clicked a couple videos and he found them, and then I'm like, I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, how did you initially find me?
I can imagine it being, like, he was just using YouTube normally, saw his recommended being really weird after that one thing, and then he tried to replicate it by, like, specifically targeting shit.
Yeah,
so I doubt there was, like, some kind of, like, heinous behavior behind that or some shit. I just think he's approached the situation very poorly.
See, I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt because there have been people like him in the past who take advantage of outrage culture to further their career or place themselves in a position where they can do something else with that.
No, he definitely, it definitely feels like he's taking advantage of the situation. It does not feel like this is a genuine thing. Like, I watched his video, like, at the points where he was really speaking about the matter and, like, you know, how he felt about it, and, like, it felt genuine at the time, but then, like, I'm just thinking about it, I'm just like, you know, you go to the streams and it's like he's like, oh yeah, Keemstar, go work at KFC. It's like, you don't seem like you're like doing this out of the goodness of your heart.
That was like he was purposefully trying to be like inflammatory.
Yeah,
I get he's insulting him, but like,
and then fuck people over. Yeah. Also, let me just say this as well, because like we've gone this whole time without me saying this. So in terms of like advertisers pulling out, there might be a CPM drop, but I don't think it's going to be anything like it was back in 2017, because the reason shit was so bad then was because YouTube introduced a demonetization bot without actually tuning it. So most of your videos were demonetized without even knowing. That's why it was so bad back then, because if you got videos with ads, your CPMs were actually fairly decent. But if you didn't, you got fucked over. So I don't know if this is going to be a problem like it was in 2017. I don't think it's going to be as severe, but still, it's something that shouldn't be like... This shouldn't be like a campaign to make advertisers pull out. Like, it really shouldn't. Like, I don't like how this is becoming a pattern. It's really obnoxious. It's like, we get it, the site has problems, all sites have problems, but like, campaigning to get advertisers to pull, it just seems malicious.
Well, okay, that, like, the only time that I see people campaigning for advertisers to pull is if, like, again, they have some reason to do that other than, like, because, okay, I understand, like, if this is a situation that came out of, like, left field, like, we had no former knowledge of this, you know, this had never happened before.
No, this has been something,
time and time again.
Yes.
This has been something people have brought up for a very long time, and, like, pretty much every time it blows up, YouTube has taken more precautions to try to get rid of it.
You know, like, the last time the Adpocalypse happened, I think we can fairly point fingers at old media for helping to stir that pot.
The Wall Street Journal.
Yes.
Matt, what it is?
Why else would they
a
do
Wall
that?
Street Journal employee?
You know? All of those New York City-based publications let off like tons of people. Not at those offices, but I think it was something like 200 people, not from the Wall Street Journal, but there are a bunch of publications that were not making the like view requirements, so they let people go. They are not doing well, and that is because people like us work independently, and we scoop the stories from them. That's just how it works. We are a competitive market to them. There is no reason for them to like us or report on us positively. And, you know, when they get like a good in with PewDiePie, you know, him saying the N-word on a bridge, why wouldn't they take it?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense for them to take it because it's like, at the end of the day, YouTubers are their enemy because, like, we are their replacements. Like, they will not last 10 years. I don't believe anyways.
Like,
I don't believe most will last 10 years.
People who worked at publications at, like, BuzzFeed who now just do YouTube channels. Like, didn't the Try Guys used to work for BuzzFeed?
Yeah.
They still do, don't they?
No, they don't.
No.
They're independent.
Yeah.
What?
See?
Yeah, the key to having a successful YouTube career is leaving BuzzFeed.
They just use BuzzFeed. They're just like, sayonara.
I think there was like a lot of creators agreements. Like BuzzFeed was like fucking chokehold.
Oh, absolutely. And then, every piece of content you give to BuzzFeed becomes their intellectual property. Like, lots of people were complaining about that, and they were like, "Yeah, dude, I gave them like this really good script, and I couldn't use it afterwards, even though it was never made, because it was their property after you give it to them." So
that was the same way with Machinima.
Yeah, BuzzFeed's fucking poopy.
Speaking of which, side note, but I am very glad that Inside Gaming is back.
I know, that's awesome. I'm really happy about that.
I watched that show all the time when I was younger.
And the guys who did all the social media channels for Machinima prior to that, I think it was like 3 guys that ran all of those. They now work for Inside Gaming, which is really good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Is there anything else we really need to talk about with this? Because I mean, like,
I don't know.
I'm
Matt
just
Watson
really
is a fat leprechaun.
I really no, like this is like the most resentment I've held to like a stranger, like that I've never really talked to before in like a long fucking time. Like, I really do not like this guy. He doesn't give good vibes. Everything he does kind of contradicts what he was trying to do initially. It's like he does not seem like a genuine good person. I mean, it could just be like awful delivery,
doesn't.
But like again, it could just be awful delivery, like as I just said, but like it does not feel like it is. It just doesn't feel good. He gives off bad vibes. That's basically it.
I think going forward from this, I think people, you know, like I said it in my last video, but like definitely be proactive with these things. You know, like just because you're online and you're not face to face with someone does not mean you're safer than like walking down the street. So like you should be able to execute that same level of caution. You know, if there is something suspicious, report it. There's like what nothing will happen to you if you do that. Seriously.
Yeah, it's be vigilant and report shit when you see it. Like if you guys run into videos like this, let people know, let people like tell them to report the video to YouTube so they can do something about it.
Yeah, it would have been so much better if you just like report these videos.
If there's like a specific ring that like you guys remember like the webcam video from shit all the way back like in like 2016 I think it was that Niall talked about in a video forever ago.
Yeah.
Like
vaguely.
Like when you see like specific rings like that, bring attention to it so other people with other audiences can bring attention to it so YouTube can do something about it, not so you can watch the careers of people who have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and also let me just say as well, this video blew up on Reddit, right? So like what he could have did was instead of like utilizing his power to spam advertisers, he could have made like an entire subreddit dedicated to finding this content and then reporting it. That would have been so much more efficient. It would have been so much better in the long run than being like advertisers, pull your ads.
And you know there are subreddits that already do that.
Oh yeah, no, there's
Elsagate.
Elsagate. That was one that did that. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the subreddits are still active. Like they're doing good fucking work. They're finding these videos, they're reporting them, and like they're getting removed. Like he could have done something like that, but instead he just decided to be an asshole. So yeah, fuck this guy.
I am interested to see what'll happen moving forward, though.
He's gonna make a video. I am not a leprechaun.
I can't wait to see what's gonna happen because of his attitude, right? And how people are reacting towards it.
It's so bad. It's like
he's gotten so many
get a real
high-profile
job.
people to say that he's an asshole. You know their audiences are all gonna agree with that. So his Twitter notifications must be filled with people telling him
like he uses his Twitter.
What is his Twitter?
It's like I don't know. It's like Matt what is something or something like that. It's brand new. It was recently made.
Yeah, didn't like Keem ask him to make a Twitter or some shit, and then he actually like had it. It was he just made a new one without like telling anybody, but it's all dummy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am very interested. I'm interested to see if he tries to do YouTube, right, and just pretend like it's just a bump in my road, right? I'm interested to see if anything with his job comes out, right? I'm interested to see what happens to him. I take a lot of like interest in seeing how that like works. There's something really interesting about it. As like awful as the situation is, he is a person. There's just something so strange about the idea of him thinking like, oh, I'm like the virtuous hero, you know? When in reality he's Lord Farquaad. There's just...
Yeah.
He
I
hired
don't get
Shrek
it.
to do the work for him.
But like, damn, there's something interesting. Just the whole stupidity of it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully nobody else pulls their ads.
Yeah,
Who
like
pulled their ads? Fortnite,
Disney, Fortnite.
Disney,
Some milk company.
Nestle,
Yeah.
Grammarly pulled their ads.
A few milk companies.
A few
Grammarly.
milk companies. I've never gotten an ad for milk.
Company?
I don't know about
don't-
you.
I don't get ads anymore because I have premium, but
I keep getting
Yeah.
ads for like a men's genital razor.
Diesel, I think this is tailored to you.
I don't need one.
Diesel, if you want a male
like,
genital
I already
razor, I
have a
can
brand.
send you my used one.
Diesel's like, I already have a brand. Speaking of which, this episode of the Loudmouth Podcast
No.
is brought to you by $1 Shift Club.
I actually get from
Don't
them,
give
but I
them free promotion.
This isn't free promotion. Not sponsored, but Dollar Shave Club hit us up because that Adpocalypse is coming, and this is prime real estate.
It's free real estate.
I think the last 2-3 episodes we have asked people to come to sponsor our podcast.
We like money. What can we say?
Yeah,
What
we
else
make
we
so
got?
much of that in the cast. Anyways, you want to talk about link running now for some fucking reason?
Yes,
Why is
yes,
that
I love that video.
You literally watched it 30 minutes ago. Like, that is no
I watched
exaggeration.
it 30 minutes. That's the hardest I've laughed in months, Brandon. Like, okay, so
what are you
Diesel
gonna say?
Diesel linked this video before. I just want to let the people know. Is that something? Is there something so bad about that, huh?
I mean,
Maybe.
No, nothing wrong with that. Go right ahead.
So Diesel linked a video by Metal King Boo called "Link Running" in all caps, and I didn't know what to expect. But I went in and I fucking choked on my own spit because of how hard I was laughing.
He was laughing. He was laughing really hard. I watched it too. It was funny, but like Jesus Christ, he laughed really hard.
I love this. Can we name this episode "Link Running"?
No, why? Why?
Because it's funny.
We just talked about the one asshole for 30 minutes, and you wouldn't name it Link Running.
It's so good though.
We're not naming it Link Running.
Fine. No taste. No taste. That I just wanted to mention that video exists. That's all.
Okay, let's
a
talk about
funny video.
Diesel's topic now, which I disagree with.
I can't say anything about this one.
Reviews are coming out for Anthem, and yeah, apparently it's like a eh.
Oh, Diesel, you want to read exactly what you put in, huh?
I said Anthem bad and all. Caps.
Exactly. No,
And-
I can see the perspective of saying it's because like I can definitely see the game's not for everyone. Personally, when I played the demo, I was really surprised. I enjoyed it. Like honestly, I went in expecting it to be like a hunk of shit because it's an EA game. And the last Mass Effect was poo poo. So like I was just expecting to be bad, but like I was really honestly impressed with how fun it was to play.
I watched the Skill Up's like 45-minute review of Anthem.
I was
He
gonna watch
like,
that
It does
later.
not play well.
Really? I felt it played well, personally, when I was playing it. I mean, it could just be a preference thing, but I felt like it was fun.
I don't know.
Only
I think
real
Destiny
complaint.
plays really well, but
Real complaint is guns. The guns don't have enough oomph. Your
okay,
abilities
so
are
then
fun.
it doesn't feel good to play.
No, it does. Movement feels great and everything, but the guns. But like
I've heard
the
it
guns
feels
are
like Iron
okay.
Man real nice.
Yeah, no, the guns are okay in my opinion. The guns aren't like a major like drawback, but like I wish they were better. Like they could be better. But like the movement in the game's really fun. The abilities are really fun. Like I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun in that game.
What's the
I can
story
understand why
like?
most people like it. So far with the demo, from what I played, I haven't played the early access version, but which let me just bitch real quick. I hate that EA did this. I really wish they just dropped the fucking $80 version last week, but they didn't. EA, stop being money grubs. Okay, back on topic. The story, it's okay. It's just a game story.
God,
so
this
far.
is fucking BioWare, man. What the hell?
It's just a
happened?
game story.
What is,
Personally,
I've not touched this game at all. Like, so I have literally no idea how the game is like. But like, from the gameplay I've seen, it feels like almost like Monster Hunter with flying and guns.
that's actually a pretty good fucking
Just
comparison.
not
No,
as good,
honestly, the
sounds
same
like.
thing about it because we played the demo and like we were like, Henry, get on. We'll play the demo, and Henry's like, oh, I can't download it quick enough. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we played it, and like that was like one of the first things she said. She was like, it feels like Monster Hunter with like flying and guns. So
Yeah, it's like
I mean,
it
at least
looks
it works.
interesting. It looks interesting, but it's like if the game, like if it's not that consistently good or like throughout, then I don't know if I want to drop the money on it.
According to Metacritic, it's consistently meh.
I think like I honestly I think it like depends on where your values are in the game. Like if you want better gunplay, you're not gonna like that game. If you like better movement, you're gonna like that game. Like just little things like that. No, the movement's so fucking fun. And like people
has great movement and it's free.
Warframe is very complicated.
Like crafting is really complicated.
I've been thinking about getting back into Warframe. Is it worth it? Like the time investment?
The new open world areas. So they have like full on planets you can run around on now. So like the new content's pretty like phenomenal in my opinion. Also, there's hoverboards and ninja tricks with hoverboards, so that's cool. Warframe has been around for a lot longer though than Anthem.
Yeah,
but, like
no,
it's not like I want to get into another looter shooter and then they release another one like 2 years later. You know?
No, I want Anthem to be like at least 4 years. You know, like I don't want it to be like, hey, Anthem 2's coming out now. It's like, oh,
yeah, because that's how I felt with the first Destiny. You know, where it's like, okay, here's a Destiny content,
but Destiny
you gotta buy it again.
needed a 2. It needed a 2.
It did need a 2, but I don't want them to make a 3 now.
I don't want to make a 3 either.
You know, I'd rather them add more content.
Yeah, I'd rather have them keep going with it. I mean, the perk. Oh, did you hear the microtransaction Anthem?
Isn't like cosmetic only, or
it's cosmetic only, and then also the prices aren't like as awful as they thought. Like it's still not the best, but like it's like $8 or something for an armor pack. And then like roughly $8.50, which is not as bad as like people initially thought, because the leaked screenshot initially, which I think EA did this on purpose, was $20 for an armor pack. So what I think they did was I think they leaked it on purpose to get people's opinions before they put out the game.
Either that, or they wanted they like put it out falsely, knowing it was going to be lower, so that like when the actual one was like,
so that way people were less.
Yeah, maybe.
I believe that.
No, they definitely did one or the other. I don't think that leak was an accident. But like either way, like I'm down for cheaper microtransactions, because like
I'm like, also down for spending less money.
I even felt this way with like Destiny, where like shaders were consumables.
Dude. The problem is with Destiny though is it's like it's so fucking hard to get good shaders without spending money. Them. Yeah, it's so fucking hard. I hope
and that's my thing with looter shooters, where like if you pay for cosmetic items, you know, like I want to look cool, and if I look like some pink, like multicolored piece of trash, and then my friend doesn't, of course I'm gonna spend the money.
The consumable shaders, like honestly, if that wasn't a thing in Destiny, and like I could just get a shader and use it continuously and not worry about like running out, I would have had like 10 times more fun in that game, like literally, because like I would pile all these shaders to save them for good armor, and it's like that's not fun. I want to be able to customize my character as I go and not have to feel like I have to spend money to get good shit or good looking shit. You know, I just want to like I want to look cool and kill things looking cool. You know,
and that's it's the same for me with like Anthem. And like obviously it's an economy of haves and have-nots. So if you look nice and I don't, I'm gonna be encouraged to spend that money.
Yeah.
Which is my issue with cosmetic consumables in fully priced games. You know, in a free-to-play that's a different story. But like once we're in a like full price game, unless I can get that by means of the mechanics, that's kind of annoying.
You go.
I just realized I made a tweet forever ago saying that Fortnite skins are like real life clothes, and I've never noticed how true that is until now. You see someone else with a really nice skin, and now you want to spend $100 on it. Just like if you see someone with a
Fortnite
nice
skins
jacket.
Are also really expensive.
Yeah, if you see someone with the nice clothes in real life, you buy the $200 million jacket.
Yeah.
You're literally just hype beast for video game clothes.
But did Skill Up talk about how hard it is to get currency, or how easy?
What's great about it is that all the people reviewing the game, guess what's not up? The shop.
Really?
Yeah, that's not up.
Oh, that's sketchy. That's real sketchy. Ooh. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's sketchy. I mean, like, I'm gonna have fun playing Anthem. Like, I know for a fact.
I don't know. I think of Battlefront 2, and I get a little, you know, my heart starts racing a little. I'm like, oh.
We played Battlefront 2 though, remember? And we came to the conclusion it wasn't good. Like we were just like this isn't fun. Like regardless of cosmetics and microtransactions, we were like this isn't fun.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah. I didn't have that same feeling with Anthem.
Impact,
I felt like playing Anthem was really fun. So
okay. I don't know.
That's my personal
Warframe's
opinion.
great though. I've spent
right.
more money on Warframe than I have like actual games. Like
The last time I played Warframe, I think it was like 13.
God, yep, it's a totally different game now.
Oh fuck.
Okay, can we talk about?
Maybe I'll install it after this.
Can we talk about Alita Battle Angel?
A lot of Battle Angle.
Y'all can't because I haven't seen it.
I didn't see it either.
I mean, like, yeah, no, I saw it. I mean, I just want to talk about it real quick. So it's like, lots of people said the movie was like awful. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I thought it was it was a good watch. Like, I didn't regret going. But honestly, that movie would have been so much fucking better if they removed the cheesy love interest. It would have been so much fucking better. You know, like the whole cheesy love interest where it's like they meet this person after a week they're in love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in that video. And then there was parts where it would, like, Alita was completely out of character to what you'd think she would be. It didn't feel right at certain points. And, like, if that love interest was just removed, it would have been a much better movie.
Okay, as someone who doesn't watch anime, did that movie feel like anime?
No, not really.
What about the anime eyes?
They were big.
No, that was more... My mind went to, she's an alien. That's why her eyes are that big.
Okay.
So...
I remember I was walking around New York and I saw a bunch of ads for like Alita Battle Angel, and I'm like, dang, I really feel like I'm in a video game world where they make up a bunch of fake media and brands and like they just plaster them in ads because they can't actually put the real ones there. Like, just seeing the name Alita Battle Angel, it seems like I'd see that walking around at an Infamous game in Seattle.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like real.
Yeah, it sounds like a made-up thing for Saints Row or some shit.
Dude, we are living in a dystopian future. Like, I saw an article today, and
we're getting there. We're getting there.
This girl had, like, robot limbs, so, like, maybe my dream's coming true for cyborgs, you know?
Dude, fucking cyborgs are totally going to exist in the next 200 years. Like, prosthetics have gotten really advanced.
20 years.
They already exist.
Well, I mean, like, okay, advanced cyborgs hardware-wise, next 20. Advanced cyborgs AI-wise, probably 200.
Well, cyborgs that are just, like, complete robots are not cyborgs. They're androids, you fucking...
I think you mean like brain implants, right?
Then, yes. Okay, yeah.
Brain.
Implant shit.
Brain implants, because I didn't know what else to say.
I mean, that, yeah.
I don't know. I only say we're living in a dystopia because, like, just the shit that happens. Like, I was watching the news.
You can't make
You were watching the news. That's a terrible start to that sentence.
I was watching Phil DeFranco. It's the same thing.
But I don't know. There was just, like, some footage of, like, a riot. Fuck knows where it was happening, but, like, they happen all the time. Who cares?
My fucking God.
I mean, like, let's be real here. When was the last time you were shocked by a tragedy or awful event? Like,
Couldn't
seriously. Exactly.
Well, nah. The last time I was shocked, yeah, no. I know I was shocked at the time, but it's hard for me to recall on spot.
Exactly.
On spot, like you're literally quartering me for it. You know how that works.
I can remember, but like, it just like it looked like some like cutscene from a video game. You know how Call of Duty where it's the robot riots of 2021.
I remember like the last time I was really appalled by like a national crisis was when I stubbed my toe this morning. Fucking awful. Cannot believe this
people in general though are just desensitized.
Yeah, no. Are you kidding me? Stubbing toes is just as impactful as it was 40 years ago.
No, but on a serious note though, it's really weird because like you'll hear about like actual tragedies in the news and everyone's like, this person said a bad word.
Dude, it doesn't even make headlines anymore, man.
Yeah, it's just like everyone.
Everyone just wants to cancel people. Like it's like, oh, that kid.
Wait. Oh my God. No, hold on. John Wayne. You guys know who John Wayne is, right?
Yes. Oh my, this shit.
He's been dead for a long time, guys.
I'm bad with names. Hold up.
He was in a bunch of old Western movies.
Yes, I know who he is.
Old cowboy.
He's fucking dead now.
Yeah, he is very dead.
What, did someone just call him a racist or something?
Yes.
No, he was definitely a racist, but why is anybody shocked is the thing.
I mean, I
born in
heard
1907 has bad opinions about African Americans. Wow.
Who was surprised?
Who would have thought? So what? Did they try to cancel a dead man?
Pretty much.
I don't know if they were even canceling him or they just bringing it up because they thought it was weird. But it's like he's like obviously he's a white supremacist, right?
Well, it was from a 1971 interview.
It's
There's
like,
no
like,
way.
Actually, no. I see the articles right now. Actually,
like this isn't even the first time like this article has been brought up though. Like, what the fuck are you guys on about?
yeah, no. Like I don't know. This is wow.
You're gonna dig up his fucking corpse, be like, "Oh, you said a bad word. Did you do that,
Just
buddy?"
fucking point your finger at him. It's like you did a bad thing.
Like somebody digs up his corpse so he can go on Ellen and explain himself.
they fucking like tie string on his arms and legs and use him as like a puppeteer. Like what the?
I had a lot of misguided opinions as a child. I'm an older, wiser man.
I see stuff like that now, and I don't even get shocked. I'm just like, oh, we're saying this about dead bodies now. Okay,
Yeah, leave the dead guy alone.
that's great. Yeah, I'm sure he's
surprised?
real upset about this.
He's
Like,
he's
yeah,
so
like-
he's so remorseful. You guys have no idea how much you've been doing. He's so remorseful.
The shit he said was
regrets
fucked,
his
obviously.
actions.
Like the shit he said was fucked, but no
Yeah.
shit. Like
No.
who was surprised?
He's
Like this
dead.
isn't news.
He's dead.
Like, if he was alive, and like, even if he was alive, he would be so fucking old. There would be no point in calling him out anyway.
No, he'd be like, the internet? What's the internet? I'm on the internet? They're saying stuff about me on the internet?
Where's what the internet?
Oh
I had
my
dementia.
God.
I can't move my hands more than 2 feet in front of me. Please help. I need someone to hold my diaper bag.
Can someone hold my Android device, please?
Enjoy the Twitter motherfuckers.
So I
Like,
can read
Can
the
someone hold my
name?
foldable Samsung smartphone?
Oh, that was a great segue.
that was sick. And as usual, we ruined it.
Yeah, no, that was good though. I had to acknowledge it. Anyways, yeah, Samsung announced their foldable S10, and like, it totally looks like a first generation product, and it cost a fucking fortune.
Dude, it costs as much as my fucking car.
It costs as much as like, yeah, really expensive stuff, like a used car, like a really nice PC, a really nice laptop. Like it costs a lot of fucking money.
It's a big, bulky, foldable phone.
It starts at $1980 for the price, I believe. So it's like basically $2,000 for the phone. So Samsung is charging $2,000 for a bulky first generation device, which honestly isn't that impressive in terms of like the normal use. Like when you open it up, it looks really nice, but when you're using it normally, the screen's like smaller than the actual screen, and it just looks really dumb. And if I ever saw someone with this in public, I'd think they're using a Leapfrog tablet as a fucking phone.
Don't talk shit about the leapfrog, you fucking prick.
So I don't even know why this is like a thing. I know it's like a new thing to do foldable phones, but like it doesn't look that good. So
It looks cool, but it's like I don't know if I'd get one because
You guys know phones used to be foldable, right?
Yeah, but like they weren't foldable like screens like this, though, were they?
No, they weren't. They didn't fold into tablet. Like flip. I'm not that fucking young. Jesus. Yeah, like flip phones.
Diesel,
like
you have barely any years on us. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
We're in the same
I know.
generation.
I used to have a foldable phone.
I know,
I'm pretty
no,
sure
I
you guys
did too.
I never had a flip phone. I only had a slider.
I had this like it wasn't a slider, but like it flipped open to a text pad, so it was kind of a flip phone, but like it was horizontal.
Yeah, I had a Samsung. I forgot what it was, but it was like a Samsung phone, and it's like it had a touchscreen in the front, and you could slide it open for a keyboard. It was fucking first phone, old as shit.
Oh yeah, Diesel. About you being in the same generation as us, still gonna call you a boomer though, just so we're clear.
Thank you.
Of course.
G Fuel has spoken.
But
Oh yeah, Diesel's profile picture is like
It's just cotton candy G Fuel. Do you actually
Yeah.
drink
Flavor.
that flavor?
flavored.
I've never even had it.
I have. It's quite good.
So why did you make your picture cotton candy G Fuel?
Because my girlfriend's profile picture is Keemstar.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
They go hand in hand. You know, really
Exactly. Yeah, it's called Cotton Keem flavor, right? That's great branding. I love that. But fuck, what was I gonna say? My brain, help me. Somebody stall. I don't know.
Keemstar, G
No,
Fuel.
not about that. Jesus.
Oh,
It's about something else. Something.
what were we
completely
talking
unrelated.
about?
Well,
Jesus
like,
Christ.
not exactly a stall, but like Wang posted up another interesting tweet about one of the earlier topics, like with the monetization stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about this asshole again. I'm down.
No. It's a screenshot of Disney like having their content on the website, and they have ads like running on their own content. And Justin has essentially said Disney will pull ads from YouTube, but they have no problem monetizing their own content, which makes money for YouTube. Disney putting your money where your mouth is and turn off your own monetization.
Ooh.
Real talk.
Spicy,
Ooh.
spicy, spicy!
We are
never
living
gonna
in
get that
strange
brand deal with
times.
Tom Holland after this.
What? What?
Oh my god! Look at what Hoover posted!
I saw that shit!
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
Copper Cap fucking freaking
Yeah,
out.
it's,
Oh,
Copper
Copper
Cab
Cab.
raging. And
Oh,
then Copper
no.
Cab
That-
responded.
Matthew, what it is, makes a response video towards everyone hating on him for getting ads pulled, and it's just Copper Cat slamming his head on a wall on the outside
does-
somewhere.
Wait, what? Oh no.
Copper Cab is about to go to court with Hoover.
Copper Cab is not happy.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This has to be a joke, right?
No, people have told me Copper Cab is trolling.
Okay.
Yeah, but honestly I can't tell, man.
Oh my fucking god, that's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. I can't tell
Hoover,
if
he's
he's
coming for you.
I think he's making fun of Ray William Johnson.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Copper Cab's real funny. If you watch like his videos that he posts on Twitter, he's like constantly yelling and he's like.
I
at the
hope
gym.
he's making fun of Ray William Johnson. Anyway, like, let me read the tweet. So Hoover just posted like a tweet with like Copper Cab screaming about like Matthew what it is. Just saying like there's a response video, it's just him yelling, and then Copper Cab said, and I quote, "I will sue you for using my image without permission and associating me with drama. I have nothing to do with it. This is a cease and desist to all the
he's
bullshit
joking. He
you were
retweeted
trying to start using my video. Hoover, or whatever your stupid fucking name is, I will sue you." I'm pretty sure it's just making fun of Ray William Johnson.
He's joking. He retweeted his video. Like, he
Yeah,
retweeted
okay.
that tweet Hoover made.
Yeah, okay, Copper Cab, that's funny. I applaud.
You funny, Copper. You funny.
Yeah, that's good. His bio
Fucking,
says
oh my
still
god, his
ginger.
tweets are genius. Jesus Christ.
I'm
Look
gonna
at this
follow
shit.
him. I'm gonna follow him.
Fuck this website and fuck Gavin McInnes. I'm done with all of you. You are nothing but mean assholes to me, and I have had it with you fucking jerks and do nothing but try to torture me every single day in the comments and videos I post. I have tried to make positive change, jerks. And it's just pictures of Krim crying, like, under that tweet. I fucking love it. This is fantastic. Oh my fucking god, no way. He has the Ginger OG YouTube link. That's sick.
Damn,
he has,
really?
He has the ginger link?
Yep, youtube.com/ginger.
Oh, damn. That's fucking OG. Anyway, so how are we going to stall for the next 8 minutes? Because we were actually short. which is
I
really
did have
surprising.
something that I was gonna say that was not like dense stupidity, but like now I can't fucking remember, dude.
I
I
have
can't
something.
pull it out of my ass.
It's
Sure.
just like a thing I noticed about Smash. I was fucking around in Classic mode today, and you guys know how the Rathalos is a boss at the end of Classic mode for certain runs.
Yes.
One of the really cool things, like, it just made me realize how much fucking love goes in that game because I fucking adored Smash Ultimate. But like, if you hit it in the right way, you know how like in like Monster Hunter, the Rathalos or like any monster will fall over and like will writhe on the floor or some shit for a while.
Yeah.
It does that in Smash too. It's sick.
Oh, I did not know that.
Just
That is
so many
sick.
little details. I fucking love that.
Oh
love
wait,
that
I
so
remember
much.
now. Okay. All
I like how that
so-
made you remember.
Okay. So I have like 3 different film classes. I have a film production class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the class, and for the first 60 minutes, we're doing like basic cinematography. So we're going through like the list of shots that we need to like do. This is real simple stuff. Anybody can look it up online and do it themselves. That's seriously how simple it is. But you know, like whatever, that's fine. And then we get back, and we're doing like we're setting up our workstations to edit on those workstations. And we use like an online server to save all of our like content. And my professor spent the next 40 minutes teaching us how to do file management. Are you serious?
Wait. When you say file management, do you mean making a folder and naming it?
Yes.
Did he teach you like a specific convention for it that's standard or?
Basically they were like, name it the project, and then inside that folder make another folder called media. Now put the clips into that.
Wait, why would you put it in 2 different folders? Why not just put it in the one folder?
So if you have a project, one like folder in that project would be the raws, the footage you took that day.
Yeah.
The next would be like titles or like graphics. Then the next would be like music, right? And this is to separate it because usually you're working.
Oh,
with multiple
so
people.
he was saying make like specific folders in that main folder for all of this.
Yes.
And
But
this
we
took
just
40
had,
minutes.
Like, guys, I'm gonna right click, new folder, project 1. All right, now I'm gonna make a folder in that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name it media.
No. This is something.
Why
that
did
if
that
I,
take 40 minutes?
If I was in high school still, this is something that they just put on the board and they just have you do. Like, they wouldn't even tell you how to do it. They just be like, make a folder and then make a new folder.
It would make sense. Like, I think it makes sense to teach file management. 40 minutes seems like an awful long time.
Wait, and then they messed up, and they accidentally. Well, I knew that this was a shared folder, right? Yeah. But she was just like, "Oh, just put it into this folder," and it said shared files. So I was like, "I'm not gonna put it in there." So I put it in a different drive, which was the right drive, and all of a sudden, everyone had all of their clips. Like, there were multiple versions of the same clip over and over and over, and it was just files on top of files of the same shit over and over.
I got files on top of it. Sorry.
Literally the same thing popped in my head.
I know.
I'm sorry. I had to.
But it was just lines and lines of the same footage re-uploaded on top of each other. And I was like, wow, this is like
Wow, it
rookie
sounds
mistake.
like you're going to a really qualified education, Diesel.
Dude, sometimes they say shit and I just sink into my chair because I'm like, I can't argue this.
$70
what am I
trillion
supposed to do?
in debt for you, Diesel.
And no, seriously. I went to the bank and I checked and it was like...
Diesel has like $1 trillion in debt and it takes him 40 minutes to figure out file management.
So much debt, yet he should be teaching him a class.
Seriously, guys, I know it sounds like I'm like, Mr. Big Brain when I could teach a class. I wasn't joking.
Oh no, I
I
absolutely think Diesel could teach the Premiere class
Yeah,
or whatever
I'm
editing
legitimately
software they
saying that.
use. Because like from what I've been told by multiple people, the editing like video production classes in college start out so fucking basic. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, and like I guess they have to, but it's like still.
They don't
If you're
have to though.
coming
You
into
should have
college with no
prerequisites.
knowledge of how to use a computer, you should not be in college.
Maybe like not knowledge of how to use a computer, but if there's like a standard for like video production, because I didn't take any of that shit, so I don't know if there's like a fucking sorting or file.
There is
storage
usually
convention
there is
that
like
you
a
need to know.
like you do like project name underscore whatever your name. Usually you do like dates and stuff like that, but it's not really like hard stuff to figure out. Like I could read a document, figure it out on my own, and it would be that easy,
Yeah.
But instead they it was so dragged out. I almost lost my damn mind, man.
So
And then
take
it's like-
class. We're gonna teach you how to use file management. Okay, so you're gonna want to spend an hour doing this on each project.
And then I'll go to I have it's not a film criticism class, but it's like we're looking at the history of TV because my professor is a TV scholar, air quotes, right? So basically he's an anthropologist studying dead things because who watches fucking cable anymore?
Everyone watches
But,
cable
oh.
on Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, no, he was explaining that, and he was trying to point out. He's like, "Oh, what are the different markers that tell you this is a TV show or this is a YouTube video?" Right? And I was sitting there and I was like, I can't wait to see what they think is representative of a YouTube video. And they were like, usually it's someone in the room, usually the budget's a lot lower. And then in my head I was thinking of Good Mythical Morning and going, yeah, okay.
Or Yes Theory.
or tons of other channels.
Yeah, Yes Theory
It's
Yes Theory makes TV level shit. 100%. Like their stuff's fucking great.
Guys, Linus Tech Tips films on a red camera.
Yeah.
He films in 8K.
No,
Hello?
the whole YouTubers have low production. It's like a general truth, but it's nowhere near as accurate as a decipherer as it used to be.
It's like it's a general blanket thing, but I feel like people like Linus Tech Tips are more the exception than a proof. That the rule
They're
is
definitely
wrong.
more the exception, but it's becoming increasingly common to see very high production values,
Yeah, like the thing is though, like John Tron, technically, he's a soundstage to pretend that's his room. Like he makes fucking like the same shit he does before, but he's got a soundstage just to sit on a nice couch. It's fucking great.
He has a full-on set, yeah, and it looks like a
set,
show.
But like it literally
looks like a
just yeah, it looks like a show. Like he records in high quality shit to essentially sit in his room and react to something.
And it's like he could do it in his room, but he doesn't have to, you know. But
Yeah.
I just found it very funny how, like, there are all these students who are like, oh, I enjoy art film. I watched Italian neorealism film last night. And they're like, what's a YouTube video? And I'm just like, are you kidding me?
What is YouTube?
For media scholars, they sure do not grasp YouTube. And at one point, there will be people that are YouTube scholars. There will be people that
I was thinking that same thing.
do
Like,
that.
if they're TV scholars, are they going to be YouTube scholars?
Can't
Oh,
wait to
yeah.
get my degree for YouTube.
we are totally in the infancy of YouTube, but like 20 years from now, oh yeah, there'll
Yeah,
be tons
they
of
prob-
stuff written about this.
They probably won't call it YouTube scholar, but they might call it like digital media.
Yeah, they'll
scholar.
call it like digital media or like. I mean, YouTube's a big enough platform for that actually potentially be what it's called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
Who knows? Like it could like shift between different parts. Like I'm sure like YouTube and Twitch will be held under the same blanket.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
will. I'm almost certain they will. But it was very like, it was very odd because they were talking about how like in old television the actor would talk directly to the audience saying, "Oh, you should buy this product," and they're like, "Yeah, we don't really do that anymore." And I was just like,
Yes, we do.
I've done that before. But it was very interesting. It was a very out of body experience.
All right, I think that concludes. Unless you got something to say, anybody?
No.
No. Beasley, you good?
No.
Okay, thank you for watching this episode of Lab Mouse Podcast. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below and subscribe as well. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well, LabMouse_, and we're also on Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So thank you for watching. Fuck the Matthew kid. I don't like him.